Welcome back to another episode of Fearsome Five, where I explain a fearsome critter or legendary creature of Maine in 5 minutes or less. This week is a particularly unusual one, as I'm not really even sure what this animal looks like. Let me explain. Deep within the northern woods, legends whisper of strange and eerie beings that defy explanation. Passed down through generations of lumberjacks and outdoorsmen, these tales speak of fearsome critters. Join me as we unravel the mysteries of these mythical beasts in 5 minutes or less. Lumberjacks of the Maine woods used to tell tales of a strange avian critter known as the Kaput Bird. This bird was said to be about the color of a woodpecker, but maybe a little bigger and with a longish beak. The unusual thing about this critter was that one of its wings was longer than the other to some degree, and as such it could only fly in long, slow circles. Typically this was only a minor inconvenience because the bird would simply fly in its circular pattern from one point before landing on a tree and starting off again in the direction it intended. Here's where it gets a bit more complicated though. You see, this kaput bird was exceptionally skittish and would flee at even the slightest sign of perceived danger. As you can probably imagine, speed was not a friend of this aberrant bird, and in this case you would be correct because once the bird would take off at speed, a very unfortunate and very weird cycle of events would occur. The bird in its panic would fly faster and faster, but with the misshapen wing it would just make the bird go in tighter and tighter circles. As this death spiral would send the bird flying higher and higher into the sky, it would continue flying in smaller and smaller and smaller circles still before the bird would lodge its head straight up its own ass. This would result in death for the now quite tiny animal, and it would fall from the sky as an unrecognizable lump of feathers. To this end, it seems the birds have just about died out at this time in history. This is likely due to the activities of humans in their natural habitat during the 19th and 20th centuries, but it's hard telling not knowing. And that does it for another episode of Fearsome 5. I guess sometimes they aren't really so fearsome necessarily. Feels like there's some sort of lesson in this though, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, then make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Keep those lanterns lit, and stay safe out there.